Hello and welcome to Car Tips HQ, where we teach you how to drive smarter, spend less, and just enjoy the ride. Today we're counting down the 25 flashiest, dumbest features that sabotage your car's lifespan and drain your wallet. From start-stop systems that leave you stalled at a red light, to soy-coated wiring that turns every mouse into a demolition crew, we'll show you exactly why the smartest move is sticking with proven mechanical simplicity. By the end, you'll know which options to skip on the lot and which ones to disable before they strand you on the shoulder. Automakers keep telling us these high-tech add-ons make cars smarter and greener, but it's just not true.
It's not true. It's not true? No. Okay, it's not true.
They're silent killers that chew through starters, batteries, and even entire engines long before 100,000 miles. Number 25. Start-stop systems. Picture this. You're stuck at a red light, your engine cuts off, and the dashboard flashes a smug little eco icon as if it just saved the planet.
Captain Planet, he's our hero, gonna take pollution down to zero.
What it really saved is about $80 a year in fuel, while racking up 100,000 extra starter cycles that hammer the battery, starter motor, and oil pressure. Ford already recalled 270,000 Bronco Sports for refusing to restart.
A recall alert for drivers tonight. Ford Motors is recalling hundreds of thousands of Broncos and Mavericks.
Honda pilots have stranded families in traffic.
A Honda recalling nearly 300,000 Honda pilots and Acura MDX and TLX Type S vehicles. This is due to an issue with the fuel injection electronic control unit.
One failed AGM battery erases every dime of those fuel savings. If your car has a disable button, hit it. If it doesn't, a cheap memory module keeps the system off permanently, because the only thing eco about start-stop is how economically it empties your wallet. Number 24. Over-the-air updates. Your dealer calls it future-proofing. Mechanics call it Russian roulette. 1 weak Wi-Fi signal or low 12-volt battery and yesterday's quick software patch becomes today's $1,500 infotainment brick. Tesla dashboards go black, Mazda screens freeze, and GM's new Blazer EV won't even shift into drive if an update stalls. Ford recalled 200,000 vehicles after a single OTA glitch killed backup cameras nationwide.
Starting with a warning for Ford drivers this morning. The company is recalling more than 200,000 vehicles because of an issue with the rear view camera.
Skip non-critical downloads, park within strong Wi-Fi, and never run an update on a tired battery. In other words, treat your smart car like an old desktop, because one corrupted file can strand a six-figure SUV just as fast as a bargain laptop. Number 23. Electronic door handles. Flush, pop-out handles look like sci-fi cool until real life happens. Rain turns to ice, a sensor hiccups, or the 12-volt battery dies, and suddenly you're locked out of your own ride. Worse, a weak battery can trap kids inside, which forced Ford to recall 200,000 Mustang Mach-E's.
Ford is recalling nearly 200,000 Mustang Mach-E cars across the country. It's over a potential unexpected lockout issue.
Tesla owners pay up to $880 per handle after warranty, provided there's stock. Winter salt jams the tiny motors. Summer heat cooks the micro switches. One road splash wrecks the wiring. Do yourself a favor, choose the base trim with honest-to-goodness mechanical levers, and memorize the hidden emergency release before an innovation turns your daily driver into a sealed escape room. Number 22. Haptic touch controls. Welcome to the buttonless cockpit. Smooth glass panels that promise spaceship vibes, then strand you in July traffic with the defrost stuck on. The sensors live under razor-thin plastic that blisters in heat, dries out under UV, and quits reading your fingertips after a few sweaty summers. One Tesla MCU swap, $2,500. Cadillac's CUE replacement, $1,800. And that's if the dealer has one. Gloves in winter? No skin, no signal. Miss one press and you'll fry in seat heater hell while just trying to lower the fan. VW got the memo. The 2025 Golf brings real buttons back. Until the rest follow, keep a stylus in the center console and start budgeting for a screen replacement long before you'd normally worry about brake pads. Number 21. Active grille shutters. Hidden behind the front bumper, these little plastic Venetian blinds are supposed to shave drag and warm the engine faster. In reality, a snow chunk or bug carcass jams one vane and boom, your coolant temps spike, fans scream, and the ECU slaps the car into limp mode while you're still in the fast lane. The telltale? Diagnostic code P059F for shutter stuck. Repairs run $500 to $1,500, and many bumpers have to come off just to reach the actuator. Ford, GM, and FCA forums are full of 40 to 60K mile failures. Prevention: flashlight check at every oil change, hose the grille clean after salty drives, and if you buy used, scan for that shutter code, or you're one frozen bolt away from a roadside steam show. Number 20. Wet timing belts. Ford and Stellantis thought it was genius. Submerge the timing belt in engine oil to cut noise and friction. What they didn't predict is the belt-shedding rubber fibers that turn into sludge, clogging the oil pickup and starving the motor. Some owners hear a rattle, others hear kaboom, pistons meeting valves at 60K miles. Ford has already recalled 140,000 plus vehicles.
Ford is recalling nearly 140,000 cars because of safety-related concern.
But out-of-warranty repairs still run $5,000 plus, because one shredded belt can take out the turbo, crank bearings, and catalytic converter in a single moment. If you're stuck with a wet belt engine, switch to full synthetic oil and replace the belt at 50 to 80K, years earlier than the manual claims. Shopping for a new ride? Walk away unless it says timing chain. Your future self and your savings will thank you. Number 19. Air suspension systems. That cloud-like ride feels luxurious, right up until one corner sags overnight. A single pinhole leak forces the compressor to run 24/7, frying itself and turning a $200 airbag into a $5,000 domino repair of pumps, valves, and height sensors. Many owners see the first failure in 6 to 8 years. Water in the lines accelerates corrosion and winter freeze-ups. Fed-up drivers ditch the bladders for coil spring conversion kits under $1,200, trading magic carpet smoothness for reliability you can actually afford. Number 18. Electric water pumps. Automakers brag, not belt-driven, so fewer moving parts. Sure, until the circuit board shorts at 50K miles with zero warning drip. 1 minute you're cruising, the next your temp light screams while coolant boils in place. A replacement pump is $2,200, but wait too long, and warped heads or scored cylinders turn it into a $6,000 engine job. Smart owners preemptively swap the pump around 60K and never trust a still working original. Number 17. Tire pressure monitoring system. Sensors with sealed batteries. Federal law says every wheel gets a pressure sensor. Nobody mentioned the non-replaceable batteries inside. They die around year 7, lighting the dash like a Christmas tree and flunking inspections. A full set with reprogramming can hit $400 to $1,100, and some dealers tack on $800 just for the relearn. Pro tip: change all 4 at the first failure and use plastic valve caps. Metal ones corrode and turn a $3 stem into a $300 wheel swap. Number 16. Brake-by-wire systems. Regenerative braking blended with friction sounds high-tech, but one voltage dip or bad sensor and you're pressing a pedal that's talking to nobody. Tesla, Mercedes, and GM have all issued stop driving notices after sudden brake loss. Replacement modules are $3,000 plus and require factory scan tools, so the corner shop can't help. If you own one, baby the 12-volt battery, flush fluid on schedule, and scan for booster faults before the warranty clock runs out. Number 15. Run flat tires. Freedom from roadside flats? More like a fast track to cracked rims and chiropractor visits. Run flats weigh 20 to 40% more, ride like blocks of wood, wear out quicker, and often can't be patched. One nail near the sidewall equals toast. A full replacement set plus possible bent rims easily tops $2,000, and many shops don't even stock them. The savvy fix: switch to conventional tires and stash a compact spare or plug kit in the trunk. Number 14. Button/dial shift knobs. Deleting the traditional gear lever saves console space but gambles everything on one plastic switch and a few lines of code. Spill a latte, short a sensor, or let the battery dip below 11 volts, and you're locked in park with a dashboard that says "Shift System Fault." Repairs run $900 to $1,500. Parts wait lists stretch weeks, and tow trucks love the business. If you already have one, learn the hidden mechanical release. If you're shopping, pick the trim with an honest stick. You'll thank yourself the next time you're late for work. Number 13. 8 to 10-speed automatics. Automakers crammed 4 planetary gear sets and up to 6 clutches into housings once sized for a humble 5-speed. Thin internals live under sky-high pressures, and software must guess which of 10 ratios you'll want next. When it guesses wrong, you get harsh bangs, sudden neutrals, or full lockups, sometimes before 30K miles. Ford, GM, Jeep, and Acura forums are graveyards of new transmission at 40K stories, with rebuild quotes from 5K to 9K and months-long parts delays. Survival kit: change fluid every 40K miles, install the latest TCM flash, and bail at the first shutter, because once debris circulates, the whole box is toast. Number 12. Electronic parking brakes. A push-button brake sounds slick until winter salt sneaks past the boot and seizes the marble-sized motor inside each rear caliper. One frozen actuator and the car won't roll an inch. You'll need a flatbed plus dealer-only coating. Parts and labor routinely hit $2,000. Software updates and weak 12-volt batteries cause random parking brake fault. Service now messages that can lock the wheels where they sit. Preventive medicine: replace the battery by year 4, rinse wheel wells after salty drives, and cycle the EPB weekly so the gears don't seize from dormancy. Number 11. Smart variable output alternators. To score an extra 0.1 miles per gallon in lab tests, these alternators let voltage drop during cruising, keeping the battery just 70 to 80% charged. That undercharge triggers sulfation, so AGM/EFB batteries that cost $220 to $450 die in 2 winners. Owners blame the battery, swap it, and the same thing happens again, until someone installs a simple diode or software tweak that brings charging back to an old-school 14V. If you can't reprogram it, top off monthly with a smart charger. It's the difference between a 6-year battery and a 2-year revolving door. Number 10. Sealed LED headlights. LEDs should last the life of the vehicle, yet moisture, UV yellowing, or one bad solder joint kills the whole sealed unit. No bulb swap, just a $900 to $3,000 headlamp after you pull the bumper. Toyota, Audi, Ford, and BMW owners report total darkness in under 50K miles, especially in snowy or coastal climates. Insurance calls it wear and tear, not a claim. Hack: choose trim levels with modular halogens or aftermarket-friendly housings, and crack the hood after storms to make sure condensate hasn't started the countdown. Number 9. Oversized wheels and ultra-low-profile tires. 30 Series sidewalls look killer in the showroom. On real roads, they turn every pothole into a rim-bending uppercut. One Tesla owner cracked 3 wheels in a single month. BMW and Mercedes drivers echo the pain. Each tire runs $200 to $450. A bent forged rim, another $600+, and range or fuel economy drops because the combo weighs more. Many owners downsize to smaller factory wheels with taller rubber after the first winter. More sidewall, more cushion, way fewer midnight blowouts. Number 8. Plastic engine parts. Coolant tanks, thermostat housings, oil pans, even timing chain guides now arrive in brittle composite to shave ounces and emissions credits. Heat cycles make them microcrack, then burst without warning. BMW expansion tanks famously explode at stoplights. Ford's plastic intake manifold lawsuit proved the point. GM Series 2380 once melted from the inside, flooding cylinders. Failures often appear at 60 to 90k miles, and buried locations double the labor bill. Best defense? Preemptively swap high-risk plastic parts for aluminum upgrades during a routine service. Cheaper than the tow, the coolant bath, and the Uber ride home. Number 7. Keyless entry systems. Walk up, grab the handle, drive away, until you come back from vacation to a stone-dead battery or discover your car vanished overnight. Proximity sensors keep pinging for the fob 24/7, pulling 70 to 150 milliamps at rest and draining a healthy battery in 7 to 10 days. Relay boost theft takes under 20 seconds. Insurance premiums prove it. Replacing a fried handle sensor is $400 to $700, and a new body control module can top $1,200. Smart owners park the key in a Faraday pouch and keep a battery maintainer on standby. Because convenience shouldn't double as an open invitation to thieves or tow trucks. Number 6. Soy-based wire insulation. Eco-friendly? Sure, if you're a rodent.
Rodents have been snacking on car wirings, while most manufacturers did switch to a more eco-friendly soy-based wiring.
Plant-derived jackets smell like dinner to mice and squirrels, who chew through harnesses faster than you can say, check engine light. One Honda owner spent $8,000 twice on rewiring. Even tiny nibbles cause ghost faults, EPS failures, or stalling. These jackets also wick moisture and crack from heat. Countermeasures range from 6 peppermint spray to 40 Toyota rodent tape, but the only guarantee is covered parking and frequent under-hood inspections. Number 5. Low-tension piston rings. To score lab fuel economy numbers, automakers relaxed ring pressure and switched to ultra-thin 0W oils. In real life, the rings never seal. Oil sneaks into the chamber, carbon welds them in place, and owners don't notice until the dipsticks dry or the cat converter melts. Toyota, Subaru, and GM faced class actions. Short block swaps run $4,000 to $7,000. Your move: monitor oil like a hawk, use top-tier detergents, and run occasional high-load pulls to keep rings free, or plan on adding a quart every 1,000 miles. Number 4. Panoramic glass roofs. They turn the cabin into a greenhouse, literally. Tests show interior temps 30 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit, hotter than steel roof twins, hammering AC efficiency and EV range. Weight rides high, dulling handling, and when the pane cracks, hail, thermal stress, or a sneeze from a stone chip, you're staring at $1.5 to $3,000 plus sealant cure time. Adhesives shrink, drains clog, and leaks stain headliners like a broken fish tank. Unless you love sauna sessions on wheels, skip the sky view and enjoy lower insurance rates. Number 3. Tire mobility repair kits. No spare, just a mini compressor and a bottle of goop that expires after 4 years and only seals holes under 4 millimeters. Blow a sidewall or bend a rim, and that tiny kit buys you exactly 0 miles. Worse, the sealant can wreck TPMS sensors and wheel finishes. Some models were recalled for fire risk. Endgame: you call a tow and fork over $250 plus for the privilege. Solution: stash a compact spare and a real plug kit. Total weight penalty is 30 pounds. Peace of mind is priceless. Number 2. Capless fuel filler necks. No cap to lose, no grimy hands, until a single grain of sand keeps the flaps from sealing. Then the ECU throws evap leak codes, triggers a check engine light, and you're out $600 plus for a new neck. Cold snaps can freeze the mechanism shut. Fender bender misalignment traps fuel or lets it splash out. Keep the factory funnel handy, blast the flaps, clean every wash, or retrofit a cheap snap-on dust cap to save a costly emissions system tantrum. Number 1. Always-on electronic systems. Remote start apps, Sentry modes, live tracking. Your car never sleeps. Parasitic draw that once measured 10 milliamps now sits at 100 milliamps plus, draining a fresh battery in under 2 weeks. Tesla's Sentry mode burns 8 to 10% of its traction battery per day. Ford's Blue Cruise modem earned a recall for draining SUVs overnight. The fix? Disable unused features, hard reboot infotainment often, and hook up a smart maintainer whenever the vehicle sits more than a few days. Because a smart car that won't start is just a 4,000-pound paperweight. High-tech options may look irresistible in the showroom, but the real price shows up years later in premature engine rebuilds, electronics gremlins, and weekend-ruining tow bills. Stick with mechanical knobs, proven drivetrains, and a good maintenance routine. Disable or avoid the gimmicks that deliver marketing sizzle, but mechanical fizzle. Your future self and your bank account will thank you every trouble-free mile down the road.